What's up, guys? This is NoName4505 here, and I'm gonna do some live PO. But I had two things to talk about first. First of all, actually three. First of all, I hope you all enjoyed Garbage Week because Garbage Week was lots of shits and giggles. And on the last video, Garbage Week, I had to turn my mic, or I had to talk really soft rather, because it was late at night, and I just wanted to get it done and over with. That's what Holly said, but I just wanted to get the video and Garbage Week finished up. But I have a bunch of LP stuff saved up, so I'm going to be uploading that over the next little bit, but I have some live PO first. Second of all, look at my awesome background right here that I found on the internet. People say nothing's impossible, but I do nothing every day. Winnie the Pooh. That's the best quote I've ever found on the internet. Third of all, genesect is now Ubers. We are still missing 4 votes here. I'm one of those bimbos who hasn't bothered to vote yet, but majority is already in. I see really no reason to vote at the moment. Just because, first of all, my account on the forums is garbage because problems. So therefore I can't vote, but one of the mods said that they would vote for me anyway if problems happened, and I told them to vote for it to remain in OU, because that's what I do. I don't know, maybe they just put abstain for me since there's only one abstain. I don't know. But yeah, hopefully my account will be ready and I can actually communicate on the forums for the next suspect test, and hopefully this counts as a suspect test that I voted for, so once I get 4 votes and then I'm eligible to vote in a suspect test and not have to fulfill the minimum requirements. But yeah, I voted for this. I tried to keep it in OU, but it didn't work out. So I'm hopping on the PO server right now, and guess who we're bringing back? Yeah, a lot of you probably are gonna say, "Move genesect, it's broken, it should be Ubers." Well, really, genesect is not broken at all. The majority of the voters would tell you that genesect is not broken. What genesect's problem is that it seemed to over-centralize the meta, and I can see the argument for that. I'll agree with that, but it's really, I didn't think it was Uber's material. Or, I didn't think it was, let me rephrase that, because genesect is actually really good in Ubers. It's not going to fail at all. I think it's already in the top 20 in usage in Ubers. So it's not like it'll die out in the Ubers environment like a Thunderous does, or did, or has. I don't know what word to use because genesect is pretty damn good in Ubers too, but I just didn't feel like it was bad in OU, pretty much. And if they were going to use over-centralizing the meta as a reason to ban it, then why didn't they ban Drizzle Toad in like July, August, like right before genesect got released? Actually, I think genesect kind of helped the meta a little bit because it prevented, even though rain was still very prominent, rain did not over-centralize, or it was over-centralizing the meta, but it wasn't quite as prominent, or in like that January, February, March time when Volt Turn was over-centralizing the meta, you know. Why didn't they ban the moves Bullet Punch, U-Turn, or just Scizor and Rotom W? You know? There are a lot of other things that, in my opinion, over-centralized the meta way more than genesect ever did. So, based on that logic, I voted that it wasn't ready to go to Ubers. And, yeah. So, let me just go check my Skype really quick. I'm gonna go okay. So, I felt like using a Sun Team, so I'm using a Sun Team, and this has a Jump Luff. I know this team wasn't originally made by me. I forget who gave it to me, but I changed some of the sets around. This was originally Stallbreaker Heatran. I changed it to an offensive Heatran just because I'm not a very big fan of Stallbreaker Heatran. And since we're going on the PO server to use genesect, obviously, unfortunately on the PO server, Garchomp is still banned, if I remember correctly. So I've got a Gliscor in its place because I thought that was pretty much the closest thing to it. Or, since this was originally Subsalic, I'm just going to use a Sub-Sword stance with the Acrobatics. And you see I do have the Poison Heal here because this is a Sun Team, so I don't know, I could actually change this, but to a Earthquake, like, Stone Edge set, because Edgequake is pretty powerful. Yeah, I'll keep this like that for right now, for the moment. And then TB track. I'll just keep this like that for the moment, so... Yeah, I got my little rant out of the way in 5 minutes. Plenty of time. And we're just gonna go hop online. This auto updater is broken. Ugh. Reconnect. Yes. My typing fails. But, yippee. Let's see what my rank is. Okay. Where am I at? Here we are. 1281. Let's see if we can get a battle here. Okay, we're battling user Yester, who's using a bit of an unusual team. I'm predicting him to want to lead off with either his Krookodile or Honchkrow. Either way, I don't think I lose very much from just leading off with my Ninetales just to get my son up right from turn 1. And he actually decides to lead off with his Scrafty. I'm just going to go right for the Will-O-Wisp, see what kind of set he is. Turns out to be the Dragon Dance variant. He actually has a Drain Punch. It's a bit unusual. Oh well. Doesn't bother me one bit. Ew, crit. That's kind of nasty. But my Ninetales is able to take him out regardless. And he has no weather on his team, so I'm not too worried. It might be worth... No, I have Heatran. I don't really need to keep this thing around. I'll just go for the Solar Beam in case I randomly outspeed, but I don't. And he's actually not the Moxie variant. And he's Anger Point. Well... Okay, I'm just gonna have to Terrakion right here because if he's Scarfed, then he'll either switch or give me a Justified boost, and if he is not Scarfed, then I'll be able to outspeed and kill him. And he's most likely gonna go out to his Sableye, but at this point I see little reason to predict. And he's actually gonna go out to his Slowbro right there, which is fine by me. I'm going to go out to my Genesect right here, just because I got the special attack boost, and he still has that Krookodile around. I'm just going to go right for the U-turn, as he actually decides to stay in. I don't agree with that play at all. I'm just going to go to my Jumpluff right here, as he pulls out the Hidden Power Fire on me, which is very interesting. So I'm just going to go for the Sleep Powder, and then I'm just going to go for the Swords Dance, because with the Chlorophyll I outspeed his entire team, and he's going to try and go for the Sucker Punch right here. I know this. I could see this coming from a mile away. And since he does not have the Stealth Rock up, I'm just going to go out to Genesect right here. Because I'll get the special attack boost, and then I'm going to go for the Ice Beam. Hello? And, yeah, Genesect is able to survive. So, yeah. My Jumpluff and my Genesect are not looking in the best of shape right now. It's fine, though. So, I'm predicting him to probably be a Scarf variant, just on the way he brought this in. And Jumpluff can still be useful, really. So, I'm just going to go out to, does he have any... I could bring it in on Krookodile, potentially. I'm just going to go out to Gliscor. Okay. I'm going to go for the Substitute right here, just seeing what he wants to do. And I'm just going to go for the Swords Dance. Sub down again. And now I'm just going to go right for the Earthquake, just to take out his Jirachi. Oh, he's actually going to go to his Sableye right here, and try and burn me. I'm just going to go to Heatran, and he might... Oh, he actually goes for the Nightshade. Wow, that actually pops my balloon, that's pretty interesting. Oh well, I got my Stealth Rock up, plus I'm able to go for the Fire Blast to take him out. Now he's going to go to his Krookodile. He's more than likely going to go for the, ground type attack, so I'm just going to go right out to my Jumpluff. When did he get Stealth Rock up? Hello? What is this madness? Oh well. I can go out to my Terrakion. Oh, fuck. That was stupid of me. Very, very stupid. Like, the stupidest thing that I've done in a while. So I'm just going to go for a sword stance on the free switch. And then I'm going to go for the substitute right here. So he's going to go right back out to his crocodile. And now I'm going to go for the Mullen Earthquake. Yeah, it's a crocodile. Earthquake will definitely take him out from there. Now I know I get a free turn of sleep, so I'm just going to go for another sword stance. And then just finish him off with the acrobatics. So this guy was a scrub, more than likely. So this probably wasn't the best of battles, but I didn't play my best either. And I got a win, so it's all good. It's all good. And we can probably get a couple more battles. So we're 1-0 with this team right now. It's all good. And mammal swine flu. He looks like he's got a very interesting team. I'm just going to lead off with my genesect right here since I am choice scarf. Very safe. And he does have a Heatran to switch to, so I'm predicting him to want to switch out to that. And he actually does decide to stay in. That's fine by me. I'm just going to go out to Gliscor, and he's just going to set up his Stealth Rock. I'm going to go back to my genesect right here. Just because I'm predicting him to U-turn, and since with the Scarf I outspeed his entire team, I can just gain momentum. And no, I don't know what kind of Gastrodon he is. So now I'm just going to go right for the U-turn. And I am going to go out to... what am I going to predict him to do? I don't know. I'll go out to my Jump Bluff. And those Stealth Rock are going to be rather annoying. So I'm pretty sure I can just put something to sleep for free right here. And yeah, he's just going to let his Gastrodon fall asleep. And now he's just going to go out to his Roserade right here. Now I'm just going to go right for the Acrobatics. As he goes out to his Heatran smartly. And, what am I going to go out to? I figure he's probably going to go for the Fire-type attack. So I'm just going to go out to my own Heatran. And now I'm just going to go for my Stealth Rock right here. As he goes out to his Tyranitar. That's fine by me. All fine and dandy. And the fact that he switched that to his Tyranitar right there tells me that he most likely has the superpower. So I am just going to go out to my Gliscor. As he goes out to his Heatran, and that is Flame Charge Tran, but I am Max Speed Jolly, so I am able to take him out right here with the Earthquake. And I was actually gonna bring out his Kieran Black. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. So I'm going to see what he wants to lock himself into. If he locks himself into Outrage, that'll be great because that thing is a threat and I can just revenge kill with Terrakion. So I'm just going to go right for the Acrobatics, see what kind of set he is. And he's actually turns out to be this weird little set. But like I said, I'm just going to go right out to Terrakion. And I'm just going to revenge kill with the close combat. He's most likely going to switch out to his Landorus and go for the Earthquake. But is my air balloon still intact? Let me check. I did take damage. Air balloon. Okay, that's just Stealth Rock damage. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with Heatran right here. And his Stone Edge missed. That's unfortunate. But I outspeed him anyway, so that's fine. So I know I could have taken the Stone Edge. Now he's gonna go to his Tyranitar. Who does he have left? He has Tyranitar, Roserade, and a sleeping Gastrodon. Roserade gets smashed by that, and Gastrodon. So I can pretty much just leave this in for Death Fodder right here. And just go for the Earth Power to see how much it'll do, and yeah, he does have the superpower. So I am just going to go out to my Terrakion right here, just to fire off a heavy close combat on whatever he switches in. Because in reality, all he can really do is just go out to Roserade, or his Gastrodon. That works too. So he's more than likely going to go out to his Roserade now. I'm just going to go right out to my Ninetales since I wall him. I could have kept my Heatran around for his Ninetales, but yeah, whatever. So he goes for the Sleep Powder. I am going to switch to my Genesect right here, as he actually switches out to his Tyranitar, and I'm just going to go for the U-turn to finish him off. And he forfeits because he lost. So that was fun times. 1306. Right on. Right on. Let's see what people are saying. So BKC is in the Smogon Tour 9 semis. Right on. What time is it? 15 minutes. Let's just get this battle right here. Alright, so he's using a weatherless team. He does have a Heatran to stop me, but I do have both a Gliscor and a Terrakion to remove Heatran. He has his own Terrakion. Could possibly be Choice Scarf, but with the Chlorophyll, my Jumpluff is going to be able to actually beat 3 of his Pokemon if I play it correctly. I do have a Heatran and a Ninetales to beat his Scizor, and his Ment, I think, is going to be the biggest threat on his team, since if it is Choice Scarf Moxie, it will be able to outspeed my Terrakion. So I'm just going to have to play my cards correctly with it, since it can also outspeed my Genesect. But I see no problems with his team. I'm predicting him to want to lead off with his Heatran. So I'm going to lead off with my Heatran, as he actually leads off with his Rotom W. And that's a very bad matchup for me. So I'm just going to switch out to my Ninetales right here, just to get the sun up. Okay, Mr. O. Ooh, that Hydro Pump did a lot. Damn. He's offensive. Oh well, go Jumpluff, go. You know you want to put something to sleep. I'd really like to put that Mence to sleep. But Jumpluff is too weak without a Swords Dance boost. So I need to get a Swords Dance boost on something first. So I'm just going to have to put something to sleep. And he's probably just taking his time to decide what he wants to put to sleep. And that's fine, he has 5 minutes to make his move. But this is taking a little while, so I'm just going to BRB. Actually, no. Fuck that. He's just going to leave his thing as sleep fodder. I'm just going to switch out to my... No, I Swords Dance, he switches, rather, and he's going to go for the Bullet Punch and deal a fuckload. Why he didn't switch out to his Heatran, I don't know. Because his Heatran, if it has Stealth Rock, which I'm guessing it does, can essentially just set up Stealth Rock for free. I did not think that would do that much. I thought that would do like 60%. That does nearly 90. And I really need my Jumpluff, because that gives me a way to beat like a ton of his pokes. And he just left his Rotom in his sleep fodder. I'm just going to my own Heatran. And yes, he goes for the Fire Blast. Alright, I'm going to go for the move right here because reasons. Stealth Rock. Yes, very good. Very good. So now since he seems to be offensive, rather, I'm just going to go out to my Pokemon. My Terrakion. And just go right for the CB Close Combat to take it out. One shot. Yep, he is offensive, like I thought, so that'll just OHKO him. And he's a Scarf Terrakion, I'm guessing. So I'm just going to go right out to my Ninetales right here. That's fine by me. And that did a fuckload, but I can just go out to my Gliscor right here, and I'm just going to set up a substitute for free. Because he doesn't know at this point whether I'm offensive or defensive. You guys know that I'm offensive, but he doesn't know that. So he is going to be forced to switch out, as I'm just going to get up a free substitute. Or I would switch if I was in his position. He may or may not switch, but I still think a close combat will only do about 30-ish%, because Gliscor still is naturally very bulky, even if I'm running an offensive variant. Oh, no. What are the people saying on Skype? Yo, okay. Wow, I would speed him. You're running Adamant. Well, hello. Let's see, 55, 110. Okay, Acrobatics will do more. Okay, he's more than likely going to recover this turn, but I don't want to take the chance of him killing me, since this is a very good switch-in for his Terrakion, rather. And I also don't want to switch in my Jumpluff, so I'm actually going to switch into my Genesect right here. So he just goes for the Surf. This is great for me, because now he's going to go out to his Heatran. What kind of boost did I get? I'm just going to go for the Thunderbolt to Death Fodder him off. Please don't set up Stealth Rock. Yes. Good. Very good. I don't think he's a Stealth Rocking Tran. And yeah, he forfeits. Lol hacksy. The hacks didn't matter one bit. And it's about 20 minutes. Oh, wrong person. Let's see what rank we're at. 13, 17. Let's grab another battle. This is a fun team to use. I like using Sun. I'm not very good at building Sun teams, but I like using Sun. Very strong. Okay, he's using a weatherless team. Let's see, Scizor, Breloom. This team looks kind of like setup sweepers. Let's see, he has the Espeon to set up screens, Dugtrio to trap things, and then 4 setup sweepers. That's what I'm seeing. So I'm going to lead off this Genesect, seeing if he leads with his Espeon. And now I just want to force him out of there. No, I don't want him to set up his screens at all. And yeah, he forfeits. Okay, 1330. This is an unusually high ranking for me. So I'm not going to get another game. Even though he played like an idiot. So I'm going to call it happy fun times right here. This team did work on the ladder. Because, yeah, Genesect. I'm not quite ready to move on quite yet. It's just because I'm so used to having Genesect as a necessity in the team building structure. I'm just not ready to go back to pre-Genesect days. So we're going to be seeing some PO for a little bit. And anyways, guys, peace.